Hello everybody, it's summertime. We're a few days into the SummerSlam Revolt event. Just wanted to give those who have been asking, and I guess those who haven't been asking, a look at where my roster stands at this point. A couple of years into playing this game. Up to 847k. I'm only about a million behind the biggest roster I've seen. At 1.82 million, I think is the biggest I've seen. So only a million to go. But I'm creeping up there towards that million-point roster milestone. It's going to take a while yet, but at the rate we're getting resources lately, it's been good moving these superstars up. So let's take a closer look here. Let's sort by rarity. So you can see this gives 4-star silvers at the top, solid stars higher than empty stars. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full silver star superstars. A couple of women at 4-star silver, Lita and Ronda. And how many silvers in total here? That's 16, 20 4-star silvers. Some I use more than others. We'll get into that. Moving down to the 4-star bronze. Some full 4-star bronze. You can see Scott Hall, Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose, The Rock. Full 4 stars, but hardly leveled. The first 3 guys only at 5k. The Rock, who I pulled from VIP, still untouched. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 19 4-star bronze. So that's 39 4 stars or better. Again, it's coins are becoming the most valuable resource, I find, because even when you get a guy to 4 stars, you'll notice Zombie Stone Cold. He's the only one who is at 4-star silver and maxed at level 160. The other 4 stars that I have are just at level 140 or slightly above. Just because once you get a guy there, you know, I think it's about 7 million to go from level 140 to level 160. Maybe even a little more. Let's see how much it is. Let's go to someone who's at level 140. The Rock's at level 140. So to move him up to 20 levels, to max him at 4 silver. Yeah, 7 million. So that's a big chunk. So when you think that I've got 39 guys at 4 stars, just multiply that by 7 million. That's a lot. I could use a lot of coins. Like about a billion. A billion coins would be good. I'm going to start a GoFundMe for in-game coins. I need about 2 billion. So waiting to go 4-star at the 3-star gold level, we got Lex Luger, Matt Hardy I want to get there, Paige I want to get there. So more 4 stars, some who were fuses. Aleister Black there just recently achieved at 3-star gold. Zombie Brock, who I want to get up. So you always have projects. You think you're done when you get a guy to 4 silver. You're not. You're always tweaking. You're always looking for improvement, and those always take resources. So let's have a look at them now by class. In the striker category, 5 guys at 4-star, 4 of them at silver. I don't regret any of those, really. Vince isn't my favorite. Looking to get Scott Hall up there. He's going to go silver. I'm a big fan of his moveset and his style of play. Move down to the acros. Jericho was my first ever 4-star. I got him in that D9 event. He was my pull for the 4-star superstar. And to be quite honest, I have not used him a lot. He just doesn't recycle the way I want. Maybe at one point I'll go into the Showdown store and grab that gear to help fill his submission move a little quicker. He does hit very hard, but not a good recycler. Ray has become my favorite player, as you can see from some of the videos I've done recently. Macho and X-Pac. My acro category, I'm just a huge fan of. I'm hoping to get Stinger up there eventually. Jimmy Uso, who I just recently pulled, he'll get up there eventually. And my sleeper in the acro category, this guy. I want to get him up there eventually. He's a long-term project, but his moveset at 4-star, he's got a steel health finisher and a bunch of health gems, and he recycles, and he could be a real blitz guy. Moving down to the text, the 2 VIP characters, HBK and Triple H, I've got at 4-star. Just recently got Mr. Perfect there. Randy Orton is still a go-to guy in a lot of situations. And Lita, even without the 2-gem bonus that she had during her Team Extreme event, is still super, super effective. I find especially in the back end of Showdown matches, because you don't need to use an MP trainer on her. You can put both green gem generators on her. I put Rezar and Triple H King of Kings. She still gets her 9 green gems, and she's excellent. Future projects down the line, Samoa Joe, I like, who I want to get eventually, and I guess at some point Asuka, just because she's such a pain. Well, those of you who watch my videos know my feelings on Asuka. The Tricksters, maybe with the Acros, my favorite group. Elias, Edge, Tough. They're just rock solid. I use them all the time. Woken Matt Hardy's a bit of a gimmick, but effective in certain situations. His Showdown team with AJ Styles is deadly. Macho's going to get to 4 silver eventually. All the MP trainers in there. Really, really proud of my Trickster lineup. And you can see way down at the bottom, like I mentioned, The Rock and Zombie Brock. Velveteen Dream is there. And Luke Gallows. Hey, there's Sarge. He's a recent lucky addition into the powerhouse category. Don't need to go much farther beyond Zombie Austin. He seems to be viable in every feud, and with these perks, his stun is turn 1. So he's always going to be used. Can get a little monotonous, but that's why I've got him there. Brock Lesnar, if you have X-Pac, I think is just spectacular. Choose blast gems on turn 2 into a submission. Nia Jax I took to 4-star just to improve my women's category. I had tons of shards of her, so it made it an economical 4-star choice. Down the road, there's not a lot of powerhouse projects I'm interested in working on. I like the top end of my powerhouses, not so much at the bottom end. Phenom's a possibility there, The Undertaker, but he's still untouched. Showboats, quite pleased. Slick Rick, I finally pulled the trigger on spending a ton of coins on him a while back, and he's just super. Rikishi, the extra gem coach. Paige is going to get to 4-star at some point, as will Matt Hardy. A longtime unicorn of mine, finally on my roster, and I couldn't be happier. And a sleeper project, like I mentioned with Sami Zayn as an acro, a sleeper project. Mankind, with or without the gear. Another one of those guys that self-heals and can be very valuable in a lot of situations. So looking at it by era, Attitude era, got a lot of 4-star silver attitude. That's 6. Six at 4 silver and another 5 at 4 star, 6 at 4 star. So bring on the Attitude era events, everybody. I'm all set. Anvil, I've got a 4-star fuse for, so there's another one. Love to see some Attitude era events. There's the Legends. A couple of real solid Legend showboats. Macho Man is a stud. The Modern era. 8 4-star silvers in the Modern era and another 7 4-stars. A lot of Modern era superstars here. Moving down to the new gen. Probably my weakest era. Only Vader and the recently 4-starred Mr. Perfect are at a really high compete level there. Ruthless Aggression, the newest category. Edge and Randy Orton have me covered there. So that's a look at my roster as we stand here towards mid to late July. Hopefully you progress through this SummerSlam event and have some success with your roster as well. Ciao.